Hey guys, it's Tara here, and I wanted to make a quick video to show you how I make my quote graphics. For a long time, I did it on Photofy. I would just kind of choose a stock background and then type in my text and everything. But I found that if I wanted to change the text around and stuff, it was kind of a hassle, so I pretty much would just keep it plain, all the same text, all the same size in one block, and write out the quote. I kind of like it when the texts, like every few words have a different font and everything. So I found that it's actually easier to just do that on the computer on PageModo. Okay, and one way that I really like to find quotes is by going on Pinterest. And you can put quotes and you can, type in a theme, or I know what quote I want to use, so I will just look up quotes by Jim Rohn. And let's see, and you can just, some of these are not him, but I just kind of look through and see if I can find the one that I want. I'm actually hoping to find a quote block graphic that I made. There's a ton of great ones on here. Let's see. All right, so the quote that I want to use, I don't see it on here, but the quote that I'm going to use is, now I can't even remember it. I'm just going to go to my page and I'll show you guys what I'm going to show you. It's this one. Remember, in the end, it's not what we are that holds us back, it's what we think we aren't. Okay, I'm going to show you how I made this exact quote block, all right? Because it was super, super easy, even though it looks nice and fancy with all the different texts. All right, so whatever quote you choose, just kind of keep it in your head, and I repeat it to myself so I can kind of get the rhythm of the quote. Okay, because here, we see, holds us back is a very clear phrase. You want the think we aren't to stand out, those types of things. However your quote is, you kind of want to think about what words are the most important. All right, so then what I do is go to posts. And of course, my computer is going to be slow while I'm doing this. Then themes. Now here, the ones that I like to use are usually towards the middle. A lot of these top ones are kind of promotional, and they aren't really a good format for quotes because it's just a short amount of text. And I like to have things that my quote fits naturally into and not something that I kind of have to shoehorn in there. So the ones that I like the most, like even some of these, like this one would probably be good for a shorter quote. And see, all of those backgrounds you can change. So you just have to like the general layout. See, like this one would be a good one to actually keep most of it and just change these words on the inside, to whatever you want it to be. Some of these you could just use straight out because some of them are pretty good and appropriate for what we do. But the ones I like to use are usually down towards the middle. Gotta keep going, lots of scrolling, tons of options. These two I like to use, but it's very hard to find quotes that actually fit in this format, so you have to be very careful about it. Here's another one that I've used before. You can change the background so it looks different each time, change the colors, but you can use that general format so that you have the varying text and the different things being stressed. This is the one that I used. All right, see how it looks a lot alike, like almost exactly, but I changed it enough to make it my own. And slow again. All right, so I just clicked on each one, and it took me a bit of time to figure out how I wanted it to be spaced. Yeah. You can kind of see in mine, you might have to change the sizes, see, just to make it line up a little bit better. But one thing I love about PageModo is that when you hold on to things, you can see where to center it, and it makes it like, that's one thing it's hard to do in a lot of the other apps, is to figure out how to get things so they're lined up. That's a big thing for me. I hate when things aren't lined up. All right, to get everything centered, and I think I left that the same size. And then down here, just change that to give credit to whoever you're quoting. And I also like to go over here in the text, add a small text. Got to click on it. I always go by my full name, so it's easy to find me anywhere, because I always use the whole thing. And then I like to use the same font each time as well, which I use Satisfy, because I think it's just frilly enough without being unreadable. And then I also went through, and just to make it a little bit more my own, I changed the color. All right, so that way it's not exactly like what they have in here. I personalized a little bit. If I wanted to, I could even go through and I could replace the background and really make it my own. And I don't know if that will look good at all, but you know, you can just make it look completely different just by changing that background. Of course, you might have to change colors so that the words stand out better. I'm just clicking on random things right here. I have no plan for this. But yeah, this is probably getting a little bit long now, but let's see. I'm just going to put neutral because I don't want anything to, wow, my spelling. That's what will come up for that. See, just all these random different things. See there, that looks pretty good. I could have done that. I used the background they had, but now I kind of wish I would have changed it up a little bit. But you know, you just have all these things to just totally make it your own. The possibilities are really endless. There's so much you can do with using the templates they have. And then just up here, you just hit the publish button and type what you want in there. The watermark will be in there unless you pay to have it removed. I haven't done that yet. I plan to eventually, because then it will look even better. But there's just so much you can do. And, you know, like this would be a great one to plug any quote into. I used this one today, and I made it, I deleted the wheel, the naval type sign, and I made it a star. And the quote, I'll just go to my Facebook page and show you. Let's see. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. And I put my website and my Facebook page down there. I changed this and this up here. I changed these little things right here, but I used the format they gave me. That saves so much time to find a format you like and then just customize it to what you want. I changed some of the colors. I made it my own, but you can find all of these here on PageModo. All right, this is probably way longer than I intended it to be, but I hope you get some value out of it. So thank you for watching. Have a good night or day whenever you watch this.